Yes, guys, what's good, everybody? L5 FC, Club Talk TV here at the moment. This is my post-match reaction to Liverpool 3, Brighton 3. Another draw against Brighton, who are unbeaten in their last 3 visits to Anfield now with a win and 2 draws. And Leandro Trossard is the headline of the day, really, getting 3 goals. Poor, really. How we've conceded 3 goals, first and foremost. Second of all, conceding 3 goals at Anfield's never something you want to do. We've managed to do that, and again, I feel sorry for Roberto Firmino, who, unlike a few of the players today, really showed they wanted it. I'm just finding it difficult, really, to find a lot of positives in that performance. Really positives over the last few games. I think it's really been a bit depressing. I'm not going to lie to you. I thought this break would really help Liverpool and would really be fortunate in their fortune, but it's proven to be the opposite. I think Liverpool have really struggled in creating goal-scoring opportunities and allowing them to be worthy. We had 15 shots today, 7 on target. Brighton had 6, and 6 were on target, 3 were goals. So just to give you an idea, Brighton were way more clinical. And it's not so much the result. I'm annoyed about the result because I feel like we had 3 points in the bag. We should have seen games out, and seasons gone by, we would have seen the game out there. But what I'm more annoyed about is the trends and the performances that are happening in our recent run of games. I think Trent Alexander Arnold was a big talking point out of today's match. Defensively, I think for the first half in particular, I thought he was all over the shop. And I think there was a lot of bad things for Trent today. Obviously, he was being targeted, and obviously you can understand the reasoning behind why Klopp put him in the team. He did it to kind of show faith to Trent, and ultimately he's put faith in a player that his confidence has been shot, and his confidence is completely depleted today. And from that, he had a close effort towards the end of the free kick, and he did kind of grow into the game on an offensive sense, but defensively he was all over the place. And ultimately, I think we kind of dropped points in that game in the first 20 minutes. That was where it killed us off, regardless of how we turned the game around. It was that opening 20 minutes that really shot us in the foot and, come back to bite us on the backside in the end of the day. Where do we go on from here? I mean, our next 2 league games are Arsenal, Manchester City, and if you're thinking really that Liverpool have got wins solidified in both of those fixtures, then you must be really naive and really deluded, because I'm struggling to really pick out a game in that 9 games that Liverpool should win and are going to win. On paper, we can all say Liverpool are going to still fight with City towards this league title. They're going to fight with Arsenal for the league title, but I'm not going to lie to you. I think as a fan base, we really need to reevaluate our expectations this season. Really just go along with it. Don't get on Jurgen's back. Don't get on the team's back. Just support them in whatever way we can. How do we do that? And how do Liverpool ensure that the performances improve? Game time. That means playing these games. I actually think a game every 3 days will help us, because it means we have to find ways to win. It means we have these challenges. I think having those challenges and having those finals that we should be winning will allow to get the best out of these players. I'm annoyed because we have Manchester City, who are on their way to winning and other league titles, pushing forward, and then there's us that won as well in probably the best era for Liverpool in some time. It's got 1 league title to show for it, and that's the depressing part. That's the depressing part, and it's just that uncertainty about what we can actually still do this season. I'm not disregarding Liverpool anyway, but I do believe for the time being and on a short-term basis, we should reevaluate and just as a fan base, just push the team just to win the 3 points. We've dropped points in 6 of our 9 opening matches. Just to give you an indicator, that's an incredible amount of points dropped there in those 6 games of the 2 competitions that we've played already. It really may be just try and go far in the cups again this season. It may be just that that way before inclined for us. But I'm annoyed, I'm gutted, I'm frustrated, I'm angry. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Do you disagree with what I have to say? Do you agree with what I have to say? I want to hear what you guys have to say about that performance there and what needs to change. I think we let Bobby Firmino down today. I think he was one player who did show a lot of fight. Verge, you know, even when he just conceded the goal, I thought he was solid the whole game, apart from that goal that Brighton scored, where it just went through his legs. I was like, oh. And then Alisson bailed us out a lot of times in that first half. It could have been 3-4-0 to Brighton. So we need to respect the goalkeeper, Alisson, that we were in that fight until the very end, because it could have been over before it even started to come back. So positives to take in regards to the comeback and showing the grip. Negatives are very much the manner in which we conceded all 3 goals and didn't control the game and ride the storm.